Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Evans's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And the Philadelphia Eagles. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to, and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Foles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Here's Foles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Mac Hollins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going to look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons add on. And the route is on here in this first half. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will fall in. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Watch the twist.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they could line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd down following the incompletion. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more. Here's they've got it 1st and 10. Drops it off for Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Richmond, 3 down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
4 down, let's go.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Blunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run again with Blount. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? Nothing! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! He's checking! Ohio! Ohio!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons add on. And the route is on here in this first half. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Foles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Foles. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That was second down run for Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll try and run with Murray. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Black 22! Black 22!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeMarco Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Josh Lambo now for the point after. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Here's Coleman. Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Key 26, key 26. Come on, Ohio! Ohio!
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he is going to have the 1st down here, but hold on. As there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
They'll They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Evans. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll drop to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coleman. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Joe. And got his man complete. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Murray.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And now he spins. DeMarco Murray. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeMarco Murray. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsey? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Pulled in at the 24. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And some room to work. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Looking to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. The 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near the 27. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Evans has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Second down following the run. They go with Murray again. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Two jet! Two jet! Hey, four down, four down. Down! Check Black 22! Black 22!
They'll run it here with Blunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Eagles on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Foles. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total.